Hey, my government check. I helped out my kids. I paid for their child support. That's what their late fathers told me. Late Arthur Hesnut III. You know what? He was completely honest. That was the total truth and nothing but the truth. I got child support for my boys for 11 years. And then he paid extra money for that. And what, I took care of my boys, but I never took care of myself. How can I? I'm taking care of them. My money took care of them. And my whole life, my entire existence, I was never taken care of. I mean, I was growing up, but I was not happy in any way. I was not... I was completely, totally emotionally stunted, meaning, I just wanted to die. Hypnotized, thinking anyone wanted to kill me. Going into kindergarten thinking that the little people want you dead, and everyone wants me dead, and that was my grade school experience. Those were my major thoughts. And that's totally natural from being severely traumatized. Way before 7. So, you're in a hypnotic state. The theta state. And I'm just sick of all the lies. My whole life was a lie. And then to learn the Bible is a lie too. But, I did actually, there was confirmation that there was a guy named Jesus. He died on the cross and he rose again from the dead. Doesn't matter if he's the Son of God. Doesn't matter if it was 3 days or what. It's that action. Oh, the only thing that matters is his blood is pure. So man's blood was not pure. It was evil, so the real God did sneak one in there. Well, Satan, this is his world. So, and Jesus was almost killed at age 1 to 2 years old. The King Herod wanted to kill him. Correct? So, too much fucking wrong. Well, I knew that Jesus is God because it's what gave me the peace that passes all understanding with all my hell that I went through. I mean, I don't have anything. But I'm just saying, if I ever would have had money, like $16,000, okay. If I would have had $16,000 that children were generously given to, and I'm very happy about that, around 2017, but I'm a walking dead man out in the street. If I had 16,000, that would have saved my life. I'm not being gang raped and raped because that's what certain family members sent me up for, to be dead. Then I married a dead man. His name is James Lester Sapone. A John Lester, the John Lester. Because I found out he was when he was in jail. And that's the truth about my horrifying life. John Lester will not tell you that they are one. I'm just going to tell you what the fuck they are. I think a prostitute killer is going to tell you that when they first see you. Oh, it's after they break up with you. And, you find out, oh, they're going out with everybody else. Oh, and my boyfriend. I didn't know it was gay. Okay. You know, but they don't do it anymore. It's insane for anyone to ever be a child molester or a prostitute killer. That's insane. That's my world. And I didn't deserve any of it, and well, I'm glad the one that I might see, like when I go yonder, totally ignores me, so I might see him in a grocery store or something, so that's nice. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I went through total hell. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. I mean, to know as many child molesters as I know, that's worse than the heat. Like, that's the worst thing that you can be. You know, it's just, you're stealing, you're ruining life. You're that sick that you want to rape a kid, and people do that over in the third world countries. They rape, they sell, they sex traffic 5 and 6-year-olds. That's disgusting. And I didn't understand the commercial. I didn't understand the commercial at all. No, did not understand it. I honor actually the group that had that, but they were that blinded in this world to think that they're getting help. But yeah, I know the help that 5 and 6-year-old can get that's being raped every single day because child molesters are brought over and raping them. You could kill them. There you go. That's great ministry. How about all the kids over there in the third world countries that are being raped every day? Hey, I know what this ministry could do. Take out a machine gun. And you'd be doing them a favor, but then we don't know what happens to the souls. They're lost. So you'd be actually killing okay, there was a little girl that was in a haunted house, and a man knew there was a little girl there who died in the fire. So she's caught, her spirit is caught in the fire. I mean, Earth is hell. So she's stuck there. So, like, yeah, if you're, like, you know, if you're, like, that little, you die, what would happen to little 5 and 6-year-old girl? They just haunt where they were raped? So, what would be, is there any difference? What would be the difference? If they're killed, or if, they're raped every day. You think it would be better, but then their mind isn't developed, so their spirit stays there. Yeah, and nobody gives a shit because nothing's done about it. These little girls should be rescued, but I mean, them amongst millions of others all over the world. All the ones. I'm surprised the Turpins were not child molested, but they were sexually harmed when they went out of well, why would they want to have sex with the children that they chained to the bed and they let them piss into all over the bed? You know, why would you have sex with that? It's disgusting. Totally is. this world is totally disgusting. What is a person really supposed to think? There was... She showed me that. A kid. The rape of Nanchang. So what they did, what the Chinese did to the Japanese, what the Japanese did to the Chinese, they raped their women right in front of them, and then they stabbed them in their vagina. Oh my god, and I saw a picture of that, and my kid showed that to me. So that's like the worst of, of like, torture, and then, the 5 and 6-year-old getting raped. They were, like, this is the world you live in, and it's never changed. Earth is hell. There's nothing good about Earth. Everything's hidden, everything's a lie, Daddy, the priest, Daddy, child molests all his daughters. I was talking to some nutcase. Well, this preacher, he raped all his daughters. What the fuck? Well, why don't you fucking beat him the hell up or something? Oh, well, but God forgives him if he repents. Oh my God. Who is your God? Yeah, your God's Satan. The Old Testament God. Your God's Satan. Okay. Yeah. Like that's okay. Well, God forgives child molesters. And I had to say, no, Joyce Meyer. God did not forgive your dad. Even though your dad might have repented. What did Joyce Meyer's dad say? Joyce Meyer's dad said, no, I do not deserve this. Because he wasn't a believer. And God doesn't forgive barely anyone knows Jesus. How about all the YouTubers who are chosen ones on YouTube? Does any of them really know Jesus? You have to question everybody. Just because you say you love Jesus doesn't mean anything. I have a problem with my Jesus because he made me suffer my whole life, and that's his fault because it's God, the one who supposedly created me. Then whose fault is it? It's his fault. But nobody knows anything. No one knows anything. You live in a disgusting world where there shouldn't be any rape. Where there shouldn't be any traumatization, any House of Horrors, the Turpins, and that's rampant all over. People, there's always a hell of a lot of abuse everywhere. So it's all just hidden, like you just don't know the real torture there is. The one was a girl was trapped in 20 years in a Mexican's house, and 4 other girls were brought in, and one had a baby. And the sick Mexicans thought, it was all one happy family. That's just the majority of the zombies that are monsters that walk around, and he has to be worse than the AIs. Oh, artificial intelligence. Oh, that's really bad. What about Jeffrey Dahmer? What about the Mexican that destroyed that girl's life, and she couldn't even see Joey, her little boy? Because our system really sucks. Oh, that would be too bad for him. Who cares? Look at my life. A whole life of lies. Who cares?